Everybody, it's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and today I think I got a dope interview. I think everybody needs to pay attention closely. You know, I get a lot of rappers in front of this lens. I get female rappers. I didn't have videographers in front of this lens. I didn't have people who own labels, fashion designers. Today, I get an engineer slash rapper. I think this is dope right here. Now, for the people who don't know what's going on, you'll let them know exactly what your name is and where you're from, bro.
Man, they call me Bodene BDMixx, man. BODE. And you know, let me rephrase. BO capital DENE BDMixx, man. I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Most definitely. You know, I kind of want to start off a little bit in the beginning and shit like that. You was from born and raised, man?
Yeah. I was born in Chicago. Like, I have Chicago on my birth certificate.
Right.
Not no Kankakee, no Naperville,
Right.
none of that. I'm from Chicago. So I'm from the Northwest side. I grew up in the like Portage Park, Belmont, Cragen area for a minute. Like, I traveled a lot. Like, my parents always moved around, and my mom and dad were always in and out with each other. So like, I moved around a lot. But where I put my feet down and where I stepped out was in the Belmont, Cragen area.
Okay. So you did have mom and dad though,
Yeah.
growing up and stuff like that.
Yeah, my pops passed away when I was like 16.
Oh. The reason I asked you that is because, you know, how did you get into the engineering? A lot of people get into rapping first, or you know, shit like that.
Man, I started as a rapper.
Okay,
I started as a rapper, but I was like, I started going to different studios, like, and this was before like social media was like super popping with music. Like, this is back when the 108 days, and
Right.
like, if y'all don't know, like, this is the old school rapper days. Like, this is before the drill scene. Like, when motherfuckers are still trying to rap like Twista and Do or Die.
Right.
So it's like, I came from that era, and when I was going to studios with my cousin and all my people, like, I was watching people tax on bullshit songs. Like, it was just ridiculous. So at one point I was like, man, I want to start doing this myself. So when I wanted to do that, I was working with a rapper named Ange 13.
Okay.
I don't know if you know who she is. She's a legendary
I
female.
think I heard of that.
Yeah, Ange 13. She's a legend in the Chicago female MC game.
Shout out Ange, you gotta come see me, Ange.
Yeah, Ange 13. Like, I was working with her engineer, Heat Detector. And man, one day I was working with him. Like, that was the only man. Like, even when my rapping was horrible, because my rapping wasn't good. Like, compared to what I'm doing now, my rapping was horrible. But working with him, I got frustrated one day. So man, I want to do this shit myself. He was, bring me your computer. What?
Showed you the game.
Man, I went and bought a brand new desktop, all type of shit. He said, I'll sell you the equipment you need to get you started. Throw me a little something, I got you.
Right.
Man, I gave him everything I had in my pocket that day. Like, here.
Right.
I don't go fuck. I'll call my mama if I got to come pick me up. You know, this was a few years. Like, this was years ago when I wanted to first start. This is, I want to say 2015, 2016.
Right.
And man, I ended up just picking up engineering. I ended up, like, I was horrible. I moved out to Florida. And when I moved out to Florida, I didn't have shit to do out there. So I was just watching YouTube. I was sitting in my garage trying to put something. Like, I wanted to still record, but I didn't know nobody in Florida.
Right.
Man, one day I did a show with Pastor Troy.
Oh, you linked with Pastor Troy.
Yeah, me and Pastor Troy linked up in Orlando.
Okay.
And I did a show with him, and like, we did the meet and greet, and I didn't know him from a can of paint. And me and him became real cool that night. Like, he started showing out. I bought some bottles. My people bought some bottles. We ended up showing out. He asked me what I do. I told him I'm an engineer. He like, you was just rapping. I was like, yeah, I'm an engineer that knows how to rap. And that's always stuck with me. So when I started really, like, damn, people are paying attention to the music now.
Right.
Like, this ain't even my city. Like, Chicago didn't give a fuck what I was doing.
Right.
They didn't care. So when I came down, like, people were paying attention. When I left Florida, I took a Greyhound. I got a 5-hour layover in Atlanta. I just so happened to call Pastor Troy, not knowing if he was gonna pick up. Like, yo, another fan. Man, he picked up. Man,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's like, Bodene, where you at? Man, I'm at the Greyhound station in downtown Atlanta. He's like, come outside, bring your bag, cross the street, look to the left. Across the street, he like, you're gonna go out the entrance. He like, you're gonna come around, you're gonna see the street, just look to the left. You're gonna see a big Magic City sign. Walk over here. Man, next thing I know, I put my stuff in a bag and walked across the street. We ended up chilling. I ended up staying there for like 3 years. Like I ended up staying there, and that's when I started meeting all type of engineers, like all type of engineers.
Right. So the engineer game is real. See, a lot of people don't know. Before we continue, you know, some of the songs you done engineered.
Yeah.
You done engineered a lot of big records. I know
yeah.
that you did the FBG Cash, the Ruger, the Steppers joint.
Yeah.
That song sound real clean.
Yeah, I did that.
What's some more songs you done?
Man, they just dropped the Free the Ops. They just dropped that yesterday. Cash's Back Shorty. What else? YB Flow. What's that other video he said? She just kicked me out the house because I didn't want to fuck. Man, we got the vlog. Shout out Kiso. We did the vlog and everything. I did that. What else? Man,
Not to stop you, but when you cleaning these songs up, when you mastering them, when you putting that sound on them, like it's a secret sauce to that shit. Because everybody's songs don't sound the same.
Man, it's really on the artist. It's
right.
like how they project themselves. So like, the more you know what you're doing, the more prepared you come, the more I know how to handle it. Because I can only picture the vision the way you rapping it.
Right.
So like, if you come in and you know what you're doing, we could, like, for example, when Cash comes in, he gets frustrated because I work slow with him because he everywhere. He be gone. When he's down, it's like go.
Right.
So there be times I can't keep up and he be acting crazy, but like it's just when you have that and that push, you know exactly what you want to do. Like the song will speak to you before it's even done.
Right.
So like when it comes to the drops and the stutters, like I'm already picturing that in my head because I'm an engineer that can see the video before the song's done.
When it comes to engineering, is it like how they say with the rappers, you can't pick sides, or it's picking side shit going on? Can you engineer other artists and shit too? Or?
I could, but
because you known as like FBG engineer.
Yeah, I stand on that. But I could, but it's just so fluky, and like these little Dirk fans are weird. Like the little Dirk fans and the niggas that want Dirk to know, like they do weird shit. So like, I distance myself from that, but I have worked with everybody from both sides. Like I was working with Beulah and with Dirk and Reese. Like Trench Talk TV. This was just maybe year and a half ago.
Right.
I had LilReese and them up at my studio. I didn't do it intentionally.
Right.
Like I didn't know that they was gonna be there, but my homie Crescent 312, like we was partners, and they needed an engineer. They didn't tell me who I was engineering.
Right.
Like everybody knows, I got this big ass picture of Duck on my arm. Like I walk around with no shirt when it's hot.
You got a tattoo of Duck on you?
Yeah.
You think we can see that? Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So when I walked in the studio, like I didn't know who was there. It was a big ass 300 party. And the first thing Reese said is, "Bro, I remember you. What's up, my boy? We chop it up. We in the studio." He said, "For all that shit, you ain't got nothing to do with me. The way they ain't got the way, like, y'all don't even intertwine with what we got going on. Like, at the end of the day, you still one of the moles." Right. And that's how I look at you, Bodene. He like, but you raw at what you do. Right. But you fuck with them guys, so there's only a distance that we could keep each other. So that night I record JL. And this was before I was even working with Cash. I was only working with FYB Trigger and Butter at the moment. Right. Like before everything hit the internet and everything started going crazy, it was because FYB Trigger, that's my boy.
We're gonna get to that.
That's my dog. Like that's my rappy.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. I don't want to get to that
yet.
Yeah,
so like
get to that.
I was working with them, but like Duck, I met Duck through my homie Damo Cash, and me and Duck was always cool. Like, do I wish I would have been able to be there more to work with him as I should? Probably, but my studio, bro, we had so many people coming in and out for me to lock down the whole studio to bring Duck in something. Like when we did it for his video shoot, we had a hard time. The building people were mad at me for locking down the building. We had people shut. I'm talking about, we had people from the front door to the front gate when Duck and Damo shot they 50 bag in my studio.
Okay, wait a minute, hold on. We can't just go too fast.
Like we wasn't letting nobody in the studio.
That's exclusive. I don't think I heard this before.
Yeah, like we didn't let nobody in the studio. You couldn't come through that motherfucking gate because we had it locked down. So like at that time I had my studio, and then when I moved to where I'm at, it was an area where Duck was already living, so people in that area knew him. Right. Like, and this is still the same spot where we record at now. Right. So like it was hard. So when it came down to it, everybody wanted to tell me, Bodene, did you pick the side? Man, look, I chose to pick my side.
Right.
I chose to pick my side. I knew what the fuck I was getting into. I knew what I was stepping on. I didn't give a fuck because anybody who didn't like it could get stepped on. And you see how I am. I pull up solo. I don't give a fuck what's going on.
That's big facts. You know what? I don't want to run past this. I want to ask you one more question on this. How was Duck presence? Did he have like that superstar presence, or
man?
You know, you was numb to it because you.
It was, man. That's just something I was numb to because, like, bro, I will go and kick it at Jeremiah's house. Like when Jeremiah's in Chicago, I go pull up to his crib and kick it with him and my brother. So it's like, it wasn't nothing like that, no fanned out type shit. But Duck was just always live. Like it was live until motherfuckers were just super high and we forgot what the hell we came to do. Right.